Operation ASHA was developed due to a growing epidemic in India surrounding tuberculosis. They created the program to help the community become educated and to help address the global pandemic of tuberculosis by utilizing locals to help deliver and administer the medication and educate their own community. I was surprised that women were thrown out of their home when diagnosed. TB is obviously so life-threatening and scary that people treat the infected as if they were lepers. So instead of focusing on the approach of the locals, they brought solutions and listened to the real issue behind it, thus creating a cohesive environment for the communities to move into a health-oriented system as opposed to a shutting and closed-off system. I chose to tackle our toddlers' messy playroom as my experiment. I chose to co-collaborate with my husband using the 4D model like they did in Operation ASHA. I chose him because we both have been frustrated with how out of control her playroom can get, and we need a solution. I believe that this approach was the best way to help her see the value in cleanup time and make it fun instead of a chore. My goal and dream for this is that our daughter will feel engaged and empowered to complete this task without having so much help. We are also hoping to instill in her some organizational goals. Our measures of success for this experiment is attaining a positive correlation between play and work, receiving enthusiastic responses, learning more about our daughter in the mind of a toddler, and helping her obtain some organization techniques. We're going to ask her a series of questions to see if she can pick up before moving to the next game. Try to implement the age-old everybody cleanup song and see if she can clean and play at the same time. In this slide, you'll see an unhappy toddler, and that's exactly what I got when I said, "Pearl, what do you think about cleanup time in the middle of playing families?" She said, "Mommy, playing is supposed to be fun, not work." And she was absolutely right, because she saw that this was a chore and it was not something fun. Which surprised me because she loves helping me around the house. She even loves to do dishes. I learned a lot from my toddler that day with her statement of playing is supposed to be fun and not work. So I tried the first approach. We played and then sang the cleanup song to help her stay focused before I took her to preschool. This is where I asked my husband on what his approach would be and how to help the room have a more organized feel. A few nights later, we organized her room with boxes and toys grouped in a play-themed category. My husband thought that this approach would help her see the things and not just go in and dig for the toys she wanted. The following day, we played with her doctor kit, put it away using the cleanup song, and then moved to another box and played with her Barbies. When we went to the Barbies and tried to move to the next thing, she said she was done and wanted a movie. I started to use the fun and exciting voice of the fairy Barbie when we pretend play, and she instantly grabbed a wand and started helping me make things disappear. I believe that she saw that a little imagination can make things fun. When I collaborated with my husband and we put our ideas together, I noticed that she actually became ecstatic and we got things done much more quickly. I let my husband know that his idea coupled with my imaginative play with her was a success and how much I appreciated his help. I was surprised that this gave him a boost in confidence. I realized that David Cooperrider is correct with his research on weakness being irrelevant when people come together and creativity is unlocked. I learned that AI can help a toddler feel more engaged, but with the little one, it's not so much about asking them the questions about how they like to do things, it's more about observing them and changing your approach to bring them into a positive mindset. When I tried to do the playroom cleanup my way, she was not engaged. However, when I sat back and observed her play, I was able to identify what she needed. I also learned that by collaborating with my husband on the issues, he offered a second solution to make the process go faster and help our little one begin to organize her thoughts. I plan to implement the AI approach with a rescue organization that I volunteered for. I think it will be beneficial for the placement of rescue dogs and decrease the likelihood of them being returned after a few months. My desired outcome for the rescue organization would be less turnover of volunteers and a greater knowledge of the adoptees so that the correct dog was placed in the best possible home for them. When I read AIOD and the Strengths Revolution, what stood out to me was the following comment. AI is about the search for the best in people, their organizations, and the strengths-filled, opportunity-rich world around them. I likened this to this statement. There are so many opportunities to connect with our children if we take the time to search out the best in them. When we include others in our problem solving, we create an opportunity-rich world.